Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, I wanted to quickly share what we call it. Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, I wanted to share what we call it prompt engineering, and I wanted to show you best practices when it comes to talking to these large language models like ChatGPT 5 or Microsoft Copilot. So what is prompt engineering? Well, prompt engineering is the practice of designing and optimizing text input to generative AI models to obtain desired feedback or responses. Think of it as the art of communicating with a generative artificial intelligence model. Let me show you a simple example. You can talk to ChatGPT 5 and say, well, I want you to recommend a book for me, but now ChatGPT doesn't fully understand your intent. But what you could do slightly better, you can say, well, recommend a fiction book. So that's actually a slightly better prompt. And of course, you can mention, recommend a historical fiction book set in World War II. And now the AI is going to know exactly what you want. So the output will be more robust and more catered to your needs. Okay, so when it comes to designing any prompt, there are 4 different components. The first one is what we call it context. Think of it as more of a background knowledge to help the model understand what you want or what you're looking for. Second, we include instructions, and this is simply a clear statement of the desired goal. Afterwards, we include input data, and this is the data the model needs to produce an output. And then finally, we tell the AI model what we want the output to look like. And that's what we call it the output indicator. So let me show you a practical example. So when it comes to context, you basically think of it as setting the background knowledge to the AI. You are saying, okay, assume that you are an expert financial analyst. So think of it as more, you are giving the AI a persona first. And that's what we call it context. Next, we give it clear instructions. We say, I want you to classify the following text as positive, neutral, or negative. Afterwards, we give it input data. So we say Apple stock increased by 2% in today's trading session as an example. And then finally, we give it what we call it an output indicator. What we want the output to look like. For example, I'm going to say sentiment colon, and now we're going to expect the AI model to generate an output in that format. Sentiment colon, and then it's going to be positive, neutral, or negative. So let's go ahead, shift back to ChatGPT 5 and show you that here in action. So here we go. So now I'm in ChatGPT 5 and now I'm asking the ChatGPT 5 the exact same prompt I showed you before. If you go ahead and click run, basically you will find exactly what we want. Sentiment colon positive, and this is simply the output indicator here. And of course this makes sense. And you can also see here it added kind of an additional reasoning why it thinks that this sentiment is positive. With that, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it.